morning. We're going to do a Yogalates this morning and a little bit of Iyengar yoga. Both the Pilates and the yoga exercises mixed together will require these things to work with. So if you don't have them, you might want to replay and do them again later. So you need a Pilates ring if you have one, a pillow or cushion or block, and a ball and a band. These will give you alternative exercises to maybe the ones we've been doing in the last 2 weeks. Most of what we'll be doing will be on the floor, but we will start with a stretch first. With your legs slightly apart and the feet facing forwards, ground the heels down and push the toes up towards your knees ultimately, pushing down the heels to start with. Then draw a deep breath in and go up onto the toes to watch your balance, and just see if you can stay there for 2 to 3 breaths, or if you're counting, count to 10 and just stare at something that isn't moving. And then bring the heels down and curl the toes again towards the knees with the heels coming down. Repeat again, so deep breath in, heels off the floor, find your balance. Heels down, toes curving up. Now draw the knees down, but don't let them turn out. So the knees are parallel and over your toes. Draw the heels further down and roll the shoulders back and down. So you should start to feel the calf muscles working, but the upper body is doing the work. And we're going to roll forwards again to reverse the shoulders and then bring the arms up into a floating squat. So gently as you bend the knees, allow the knees still to stay over the toes, so there's still a gap between your knees. And then we're going to bring the arms up and stay there into a seated squat. And if I turn, you'll see that better. Keep the head forwards, lengthen the arms and elbows, but they're traveling a diagonal pattern towards the corners or cove-ins in your home. Then we're going to go into a ski stretch, down and up, bringing the tummy muscles in as you pull up, and repeat for 6. Now in breath to stretch, out breath and down. Two more. Now you should already be feeling nice and warm. Coming out of that ski, go back to a seated squat. Now curl down, tuck in your chin and bring your fingers under your toes with soft knees to start. Drawing an in-breath, straighten the legs and take the chin towards the knees. Keeping the heels down, hands around the calves, draw the nose nearer to the knees. Stretch and hold. Using your lower back, pull up into a roll up, draw the tummy muscles into the back and slowly roll with soft knees. Feeling the tummy muscles pulling in, slowly roll, shoulders back, chin up, and bring the chin to center. We're going to do the opposite way now. Deep breath in, drop the chin, the nose will follow as you slowly roll down. Allow every single disc and vertebrae to fully open as you roll through the back and hang. To progress, fingers under the toes, straighten the legs. Again, nose to the knees and hold the stretch in the hamstrings. Bend the knees and slowly roll up again, pulling the tummy muscles in. Watch through the back. Take your time. Feel every part of the back. Really good if you have a back condition. Again, shoulder rolls back and chin up once you get up to standing. Repeat again. So tucking in, chin, shoulders, roll. Again, fingers under the toes, straighten the knees, head to the knees. Slowly roll again. So you should feel an all over body workout. Everything's having to work together in order to do a roll down and a roll up. Shoulder rolls back. Now take the right leg forwards. Left leg further back and stretch the heel down. Make sure both heels are securely on the floor. Bringing the arms in front of you, hold that position, slightly with a bent knee in front to lengthen the back leg. We've done these before, and push forwards. Bring the arms to the ceiling and stretch the arms up, but hold the position for 2 breaths. Now see if you can encourage the back to strengthen by tilting back towards it slightly, arms over the head backwards. Stay there 2 breaths. Then find your balance in the leg that's in front. Gently lift and hold, head between the arms and find your balance. 2 to 3 breaths. Here to hold, leg up when ready. Now change legs, bring this leg in, other one forwards, heels down, feet and toes facing forward again, bent knee in front, straighten leg behind you, arms in front to hold for 4 breaths. Deep breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Arms up. And again, stretch here through the midriff and back. And lean back slightly. When ready, watch your back. Then into balance when ready. Again, Virabhadrasana 3. Feet down, curl into all fours when ready. When ready, finding your balance here on all fours into an insect pose. Bring the knee in slightly, straighten the back leg and opposite arm to balance. Head should be in line with your arm. So you're looking down at the mat to keep a neutral spine. If you start to wobble, curl the toes of the leg that's bent. When ready, bend the knee behind you, reach and lift, holding into a seated swan. Change legs and arms. Ready when you are, reach for the foot, take your time on the balance, into, again, a seated swan. Coming out of this, shell pose, head down, arms lengthened, feel the stretch from the bottom to your hands. sitting back onto the bottom with the bent knee that was underneath you in front. Take the leg out to the side and encourage that bent knee to stay in line with your hip next. Working on this leg, and you may need your band for this one. Those that are strong enough to not use the band, then stay as you are. Without using the hand, lift the leg up and down, pulsing for 10. If you wish to use the band, take the band around the foot. While you're doing this, it's easier then to lift with one hand. So you can choose whether you use the band or not. Harder workout without. Now we're going to come in, change legs, repeat on the other leg. So coming out to the side, again I'm holding the leg to make it easier to lift. Now staying here, keeping one hand as you are on the ankle, lean the elbow onto the leg as we bend this leg. And we're going to go forward and back behind you. Move my ring. So as you do this, you're pulling the heel towards the bottom. We're going to do 30 of those this morning, working all the way around your abductor muscles. And then we'll repeat on the other leg. So that's going to feel really tired. Same hand to same knee, and again forward and back. Notice that I'm not using my elbow or hand to lean on. If you really can't hold here, then use it. Otherwise, working here specifically on the psoas, hip flexors, glute muscles and abductor muscles. The abductors will help to push away and back. Halfway. Well done. Rolling onto your back now. Either a pillow or block, bend the knees to roll onto the spine. Make sure the head is comfortable and place the legs in a crooked position, bent knees. We will now use your Pilates ring. Place the top of the legs there, out to the side slightly, and just below the knees, place the pads on the side of the ring. We're going to push in and away. Now if you don't have a Pilates ring, use your ball. It will work the same, but not as sufficient, but it will do for working your abductor muscles between the legs. I'm going to carry on with the ring as I know that there's more pressure or resistance, and this will really tone the inside of the thighs, which is where I need it most. So we're working hard on those areas today. So if you do have a Pilates ring and they don't have these parts on it, it can hurt, so be careful or use the ball. Question, are you one of these that don't have either? If that's the case, just push the knees in and away. We are going to do 30, I've done 15 already, so we're halfway. Now stay here. Bring the knees back up to a tabletop, but place the hands either side of the bottom to protect the back, and continue to squeeze in and away. Again, do the same if you don't have a ring. pulsing through the ring. Now place the ring over the top of the legs and then bring the legs out to the side. Working here, let me just show you. These are called your abductor muscles in the IT band and the glutes. This exercise will work here. So we're going to place just above the knee again the ring and try and pull it open. Now you can do this with a band. So I'm just going to demo that as well. So if you do have a band, wrap it around the legs quite tight because it will have the resistance. Make a nice big knot, and when it's kind of tight enough, and make sure you've done it twice, unless you have a ring band, which is far better, you're going to do exactly the same, but there won't be as much resistance there. But again, make it tighter if you feel that you want to. You can buy on Amazon, and I am putting an order in for them today as well, both the rings and the bands. So if you do decide you'd like one, just message me. So we're pushing open and close, working here your abductor muscles. So you're really having to push open either the band or the ring. And again, this is really toning these muscles in the legs. You will also feel a slight discomfort in the top of the knee, pushing against the ring. I have been told you can do this with an old car tyre, but I don't know if many of you have one of those handy. So keep pushing again, up to 30. We are nearly there, 10 more. Little pulses or little pushes against the ring, as small as they may be, will really work your muscles. Now place the ring around your legs. We're going to push again, but this time you really have to work all of the leg muscles in the top of the leg, still pushing open and close. Now we're going to stay here and bring the hands underneath you or the ball, and I'm going to bring the legs up and down. I'm going to keep the ring there, keep your band there if it's around the legs, or if you don't have either, place a ball in between the feet. And we're going to go up and down, also for 30 counts. Now this is what we call half a boomerang. If you were to do a full boomerang, you would actually take the legs all the way over your head. Now the ball is there to protect the back, so you probably won't need the use of the hands. But here, pulling up, stretching through the legs, hamstrings and glutes, pushing down to lengthen hip flexors, iliopsoas, and also the top of the quadricep muscles. But the back is curving gently over that ball, so you won't hurt the coccyx. I can't stress enough, those with back conditions, if you don't have a ball or pillow there, use your hands either side of the bottom. It will just help to protect the lower back. As I've mentioned before on these videos, there are lots of you out there trying to get fit, unable to be one-to-one with many instructors, and there are people all over the globe injuring themselves. Please listen to your body. If your body's going, ouch, that doesn't hurt, just stop, okay? And to come out of it at any time, you would just bring the knees in and rock from side to side to protect those muscles. Normally, if I was with you in those classes, I would be able to keep a proper eye on you. 2 more. Now we're going to remove the ring for now and cross the ankles. Once you are there, I'm going to place my hand again around the ball to protect my back. We're going to go side to side with a crossed ankle. Once you go side to side, normally we would cross the ankles to do a jackknife. We can still do that afterwards. But here, transverse abdominis twist, and then change the legs when ready. So you feel the work through your back, core, and the sides of the body. So the muscles working in the trunk as well. So obliques and transverse abdominis muscles. There are many other muscles doing workouts here, but these are the main ones. Now you'll need to remove the pillow for the next exercise and make sure you have enough room behind you. And remove the ball. Now coming up, hold your position, deep breath in, hands down, jackknife over, reach and slowly come out. Tuck in the chin to do so. Make sure again you have enough room. And then once you're there, swap legs, repeat for 4 more. Really good for the back and core, but if it's weak, stop. Last one. Now come up, taking the back or spine in the opposite direction, reach for the toes, tuck in the chin. So here we stretch through every single vertebrae in the back. Now roll down here with bent knees and just rock side to side, releasing your back and core. Into a next yoga class, exercise. Bring your feet together and stretch out into oyster. As we push down with the knees, feel the glute muscles contracting. So you're really pushing against those muscles. Now you can place the ball between the feet on this one as well. Keep pulsing, let's have 4 more. Now into butterfly, so closing the knees and coming open. Let's do 8 of these. Again, working through the glutes and the abductor and adductor muscles. Now open the legs wide as we tilt into open leg bridge. So I'm going to come up with an open leg today, stretching here in the opposite direction with my spine. It's a good idea at this point to add a block if you have one to keep you up on the block. Now I'm not sure if this is gospel truth, but if we come out of lockdown and some of the restrictions you may have going back to gyms and classes, one of the things they may ask you to do is buy your own mat, your block and a ball so that we can keep hygiene nice and up to its full potential, and also not so that you have to use other people's equipment. So it might be something you want to work into. Now with legs open now, bring the heels to the blocks and see if you can come off of the block there into a full arch. Holding there for 4 breaths, feeling here a nice stretch across the hips, and notice the heels are off the floor. Bring the arms above the head now, or if you want to add the ball, stretch and keep the arms together. Good opportunity to keep parallel there. 2 more deep breaths, in through the nose and out through your mouth. Now bring the bottom down first and walk the legs away slowly. Stretch them out but keep the arms where they are so you lengthen the whole body to finish. Hold there for 2 breaths. So some nice easy exercises. Tomorrow we will be using the bands a lot more in Pilates, so do have those bands handy. Bring the knees to chest now and rock from side to side. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.